right. I think I'm here. Still trying to get things figured out. Is suddenly I have no headphones. I don't know why, but I don't. We got a 1-2 count now. And 2-2. So Iwan Suk leading things off for Hanwha. Again, mainly right-handed batter against left-handers, starting things out. And fouls that one out of play. So Hanwha in for a rough game, I believe. DeJesus, not only is he a left-hander, but he is also a left-hander that has pitched extremely well against Hanwha on this season. As that one is fouled away. Also, you know, he's 2-0, a 240. I think a 2.45 ERA against Hanwha. I don't know exactly, as I got all my stuff set up and then I left it at work. And another foul. Like to see it. Foul it away, foul it away, foul it away all day. Pitch number 8 already of this at-bat. Iwan Suk hitting 242 on this season. Again, mainly he's going to get some playing time starting, leading off against left-handed hitters and then defensive replacements. Obviously, going to have some defensive issues, I think, in right today, is that's misses, and got ourselves a full count here on the first batter. And that's strikeout looking. Welcome, Guinea. Yeah, I mean, like, this has definitely been the closest season, I should say. There's nobody that's really, like, taken away, and nobody has been, like, super awful. It's just been a lot of mediocre, really mediocre baseball. So Kim Kong-min will why don't my buttons work? Why don't my buttons work? You guys can't hear anything because all right, we'll see if this works now. There we go. All right, the 1-2 pitch coming up to Kim Kong-min. Kim Kong-min came back when Noshiwan, the third baseman, went down. Very important to bring up another right-handed center fielder. What do I know? And fouls that one away. Already pitch number 15, sorry, of the inning and the game here for DeJesus, which is fantastic. And that's low ball 2. Swing and a miss. Imagine that. I'm so surprised that he struck out. So surprised. And Barria will step in. Sorry, I'm still trying to get everything quite situated. Alrighty, alright, I think. So Peraza is DHing today. Very interesting choice, as that's filed away 1 and 2. Jesus getting ready for pitch number 20 of this inning. Jesus has given up he's given up 10 home runs on the season. 2 of them have been to Hanwha. So Hanwha has 20% of the home runs that Jesus has given up. And the 1-2 pitch fouled straight back. I mean, that was over the umpire's shoulder straight back. And the 1-2 pitch, that's going to be chopped foul. And he'll do it again. Welcome, welcome. And 2-2 count on that ball way up in the zone. Oh, pitch number 23 coming up for Jesus. And the 3-2, that's lifted, going back and at the wall, hand up against it, but 3 away. And at least he didn't strike out, as Hanwha goes 1-2-3 in the first inning with 2 strikeouts. One last thing. Alrighty, there we go. So exact same lineup as Kiwoom had yesterday. E.G. Young, Dawson, no changes whatsoever. And again, the come from behind victory. But more than that, if you think about the first inning, again, I didn't watch the game because I was coming home after all of that rain. But yeah, even, you know, the double that Peraza had that ended up scoring after the from the Anchi Hong single was a ball that was lost in the lights. So it's not like even the runs that they did score were that's, you know, so. But anyway, Barria on the mound, 4.60 ERA, six games, 2-2. Has not pitched well lately. Has not pitched well lately. We will see if he can straighten these things out after very questionable managing decisions before the break that kind of wore him down, really. So Iju Hyung stepping in, 282 on the season, DH in today, as that's in there for a strike on the inside corner. So Barria, again, started out really well on the season, and then came the rainouts. And playing with him and having him start on short rest and just all of that pretty much was done. As that is a broken bat to An Chi-hong at second to throw in time. An Chi-hong playing a second today. So An Chi-hong playing seconds, as again, this is a very standard practice for Hanwha. The announcers have no damn idea what the hell they're talking about. They're idiots. He's not playing second because of the defense. He's playing second because there's a left-handed pitcher. Like, it has nothing to do with the defense from yesterday. It has 100% to do with the fact that he's right-handed and there's a lefty on the mound. The KBO announcers just make up stuff, honestly, because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. But anyway, Dawson stepping in now. 358 on the season. Looks at the ball one, up it in, and then strike one, fouled away, 147 on the gun. Dawson came in last year to replace Addison Russell, old Chicago Cubs, as he got hurt, and really played well. Re-signed in the offseason. Kiwoom, as that's lined into right field, as there goes the perfect game and the no-hitter. Dawson has been one of the best players in the league. Mom and dad in attendance. I'm going to assume that's mom and dad. Call me racist, I guess. Yeah, he's been absolutely phenomenal. And honestly, the reason why Kiwoom is in the situation that they are is, like, pretty much everybody picked Kiwoom to finish dead last because they were dead last year. But they really nailed it with Jesus, and then Dawson on top of that with Hirado, who's pitched extremely well too. I would say Kiwoom has the best foreign trio between. Yeah, I would say they have the best foreign trio. As that one misses low, checks over at third, and third base umpire realizes he has to do something, so he just says safe. Kim Hae-sung only hitting 345. I think he hit 400 last month, as that's a swing and a miss on a slider down and away. Barria has been, has definitely been, he's using his two-seamer. A lot of people asked me about what I thought about Barria, and one of the things was his 2020, he pitched really well. 2022, he pitched really well, and that was because he was using his two-seamer as Kim Kang-min under it and two-way. He did start using his two-seamer a little bit more, so we'll see how much he uses it today. And basically, Barria in 2022, he pitched really well for the Angels. Was a slider two-seam guy. Threw his two-seam quite a bit. Then 2023, for some reason, he abandoned that two-seamer, and he started giving up a lot of home runs. Did not pitch well. So the first two games, he didn't throw his two-seam at all. But recently, he's been throwing it more, and I think that two-seam to the lefties is a really good pitch because it breaks away from the lefties, and the lefties in the KBO tend to step back a bit whenever they swing, and there's going to be a 5-3 put out to the end of the game in the inning. Hanwha Barria gives up a single to Dawson, but no harm, no foul, and we will go to the second inning. Yeah, I mean, really, they have been. They are why Kiwoom is in the situation they are, and they don't get enough credit because obviously it's Kiwoom. Kiwoom doesn't have has more international fans than they do Korean fans, but because they're so far down in the lineup, but like where they would be without those three guys. If they had Hanwha's foreign trio, they would be in 10th by, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 games, and just expanding that lead on the upside down table. Hanwha with a very, very interesting lineup today. They got a catcher that can't catch, a third baseman that can't hit or field, and a manager that can't manage. Perfect recipe for a resounding win, if you ask me. All right. 1, 2, 3 in the first inning, but he threw 24 pitches, so not good, but it's all right for Hanwha. Han Chi-hong stepping in, looks at strike one and down the middle. And that's going to be a single over the ballet of Kim Hae-sung. I'm not sure what that jump was, but we'll take it. I don't know what you're going to catch swinging your glove to the side like that. Hey, he didn't have the glove open. What the hell are you going to catch? That doesn't look good for MLB scouts. All right, well, Chae-In-sung is up. If there was... Chae-In-sung is 0 for July. He is also 0 for Kiwoom. Yet he's still in the lineup. Very important to make sure he gets his at-bats. 0 for 28 against Kiwoom. 0 for 15 in the month of July. And that's going to be 2-0 on the outside. All right, well, here comes the 2-0 pitch. Han Chi-hong over at first. He has a couple stolen bases on this season. That's way up high. Ball 3. Yang Sung-moon is, why did I say that? Is the new pitching coach. Was the manager when Chae-In-sung broke into the league. As that misses ball 4 just on the outside, and Hanwha has their Achilles heel First and second with nobody out. All right, so runners on first and second with nobody out. I talk about it all the time. It is the Achilles heel of Hanwha. I would rather have first and second with nobody out than first and second with, first and second with one out, then first and second with nobody out. For some reason, Hanwha just hits a big roadblock. Part of it is because of the automatic bunt that Hanwha always seems to do with runners on first and second. We'll see. Hitting 304, of course, he shows the bunts. We'll see if he pulls it back. As he swings. Can we stop with the stupid bunt? Can we stop with the stupid bunting crap? He's hitting 304. He's hitting 304. Pull it back and swing. Third baseman looks like he's got threw in the uniform in the dryer a little too long. Like, if you're going to replace a coach, the third base coach is one of the first coaches I would have replaced. And welcome, Nick, by the way. Hopefully you didn't watch yesterday's game. And pulls it back, throws it way up high. Should be ball two. And now it's 1-2. And now you got a guy that strikes out a lot who's suddenly having to hit with 2 strikes. Guy's hitting 357 on the season with runners at first and second, and you're bunting. Line foul. 2-2. Just don't get it. Sitting 304 on the season. He's hitting 357 with runners on first and second. The pitcher just threw 4 straight balls, and then you try to bunt. Like, all of those things say don't bunt, except the fact that the manager is older than dirt and thinks that it is still 1985 and thinks that he needs to manage like it's still 1985. Oh, that poor girl. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. I missed watching Hanwha baseball. Really missed Hanwha baseball. Really missed watching Hanwha baseball. All right, EJ1 stepping in. He doesn't get music. He shouldn't be on the team. Ball one way outside. Do you think the manager's like, oh, hey, where are you gonna put your catcher? 7 spot? Okay, I'll put mine in the 7 spot too. And 1-1. I love the announcer. 1 ball, no strike. All right, the 1-1 pitch. And that's in the dirt, 2-1. Nick, you ready to finally go back to the stadium? All right, the 2-1 pitch. That's in there. First strike, 2-2. Yeah. Telling you, man, you can always just go sit in my seat if you want to sit in the cheer section, sit closer. Yeah, the picture I have for when Hanwha plays home games is actually from the last time, and that's gonna be a 4-6-3. I thought you said nobody was near you, and believe it or not, guys, Hanwha was able to score 0 runs. They were also able to hit 0 balls out of the infield when they have runners on first and second and no outs. I know it is surprising to all, but they continue to be absolute crap with runners on first and second. In fact, here is the strategy that I heard. I overheard this strategy when they were leaving to head up to Seoul. I said, "What are you guys going to do about the first and second? What are you going to do about first and second, nobody out, and how you guys can never score?" And this is what they said. This was their new strategy. The guy next to me speaks English. His kids or his daughter speaks English. It's gonna be a rough weekend though. LG. LG with a number. Who knows what starter? I don't know who. I don't know who's gonna start on Saturday. So much speed on the base pass, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Barria back out on the mound. Went through, gave up a single, but worked through that. Only threw 10 pitches in that first inning. Chejuan, the diving catch and touch of first base last night to end the game. And that's going to be a liner caught by the first baseman. Just as we start talking about lining out to the first baseman. Serves you right, man. Alright. Lee Hyung-jong. And swing and a miss, maybe, or just a strike, I don't know. 257 on the season. Hasn't actually played too much. And that's a strike at the top of the zone. Barria looking for his first strikeout of the game. He is dripping in sweat, and he is playing inside. As that one misses way outside, 1-2. Seamus, what position do you think Kiwoom is going to eventually end up in? And a swing and a miss. That's his first strikeout of the day. And 2 away. And a nice pitch fastball on the outside. Kim Jae-hyun, 254 on the season for the Kiwoom backstop. And that's going to be a liner to the second baseman. And liner to first, a liner to second, and a strikeouts. And that is another quick inning for Barria, which is much, much needed. Keep that pitch count down. And we will go to the third inning. 0-0. All right. Kiwoom's hero from yesterday will lead things off. Hello, hello. I would say hello in Turkish, but I do not know how to speak Turkish. If anyone else knows how to say hello in Turkish, please teach me. Da, 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 da. All right. Okay, thank you. Merhaba? Merhaba? Do we pronounce the H? All right, so we are back. Top of the third. Hanwha. I'm going to say this. Clinging to a 0-0 tie. As that's fouled away. And sliding catch, not able to grab it. Barria helps him up. And 0-1. And a swing and a miss on the 254 hitting. I wonder if Barria speaks English. So I know Cuevas speaks English, but he's from Venezuela. I wonder if, and obviously Subaru spoke English, and he's from Venezuela. I wonder if Barria speaks English. Oh, a strikeout! So surprised. Shocking. Oh, okay. And Ito Yoon will step in. Because some of these guys, you know, like where he's from, you know, like he's from Venezuela, but a lot of times they'll be in the U.S., but they have family in another country, and so what they do is they will, for drafting stuff like that, they can be signed as an international free agent, and in order to do that, they would just go to the, as that's going to be just foul, and there's Dawson himself. And then they would go and move back to their home country or the country with their family, so that they can be picked up as an international free agent or an international signing, things like that. So they may be from certain places, but not necessarily actually from those certain places. Like Barria was signed as a 16-year-old out of Panama. So, you know, you can't do that for U.S. prospects or anything like that. I assume Jesus is from Dominican Republic? Nope, he's also from Venezuela. And that's going to be a 4-3 put out. There are a ton of Venezuelans in this league. Sanchez, Jesus, Cuevas, Barria. I think there's like 3 or 4 others. All right, Ewan Suk stepping in now. Are they going to get him a song? Are they going to get him a song or not? Ooh, Gerardo is from Panama. I wonder if him and Barria, a little chit chatty, and that's 0-2 pitch coming up. Ewan Suk struck out looking in his first at bat, average down to 239 now on the season as we're halfway through, and that's fouled back and out of play. Even though he did strike out in his first at bat, saw a ton of pitches, which as a leadoff batter, that's what you want. 9 pitches to lead off the game. Led to 24 pitches in that first inning against him. And that is way in the dirt. Was this at whatever the last time Kiwoom was in town to play against Hanwha? How early do you get to the games, Nick? All right, the 1-2 pitch. And that is lifted. Dawson under it. 3 away. 1-2-3 inning. As we will go to the bottom of the third. I've talked to them, but I've talked to them, but the problem is that I live in Korea, so there's difficulties with that because I can't use their stream. So I'm kind of stuck with this. I talked to them about at least even doing like this English play-by-play broadcast on the SOOP platform. So I'm waiting to hear back from them for that because they are recruiting streamers. They don't want everybody to be streaming, so I have to wait for them to kind of move it to the next step. I talked to them last week or 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I think this year it'll just end up, if it's anything, it'll be a play-by-play thing. Oh, no, Nick, how early do you get there? Like what time? Are you an hour before the game, 30 minutes before the game, 2 hours before the game? Are you like lined up with a tent outside? Thank you, Jameis. Hopefully it works out. You know, obviously it would be much easier to watch the game, but at the same time, I hate to abandon YouTube because I was at YouTube before I was at anything else, as that's in there for a strike. No matter what, I will, even if I do stream on SOOP, I will still do the play-by-play. I can actually send my setup. I have I can send 2 separate streams, so it's not too big of a deal. I won't have this vertical that you're in now, but all right, the 0-1 pitch that is lifted. Kim Gong-min under it. 1 away. Nice 10 pitch inning for the first, and then a 9 pitch inning in the second, and 2 pitches already down, 1 out. Jung Jae-young, the former pitcher, 189 on the season, wearing a So again, he was a pitcher, a fireballer as they called him, but had some injury issues and decided, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit. So plays center field, and yeah, only hitting 189, but again, he's still a work in progress, a development piece, and that's a swing and a miss, a big cut there on the 147. So again, they're giving him all season, let him work his way through everything, get plenty of reps. He can hit, he's got some power. So that's outside 3-1. Even though he's hitting 189, he still has OPS, or sorry, an on-base percentage of over 300. 7 walks to his 7 hits, 23 strikeouts though. So still trying to figure out the strike zone. As that right on cue will be ball 4. Barria has limited walks as much as possible. One of the big advantages of him over Pena is the fact that Barria really doesn't walk a lot of guys. Doesn't give up nearly as many home runs. Thank you, Marlon. Thank you. All right, back to the top of the lineup. Iju Hyung looks at strike 1. So a little bit of change in his stance, opening his stance up a little bit compared to yesterday, as that's lifted foul down the third base side. 0-2. Camo guy put his uniform back on and flips the bat out there. That's going to be dropping in. And a beautiful catch by Iwan Suk as he runs it sliding right next to the foul line. I thought that was easily going to drop in. Why not just order one? All right, so Dawson stepping in now. And fouls that one back and out of play. Now the question is, Nick, does Dawson speak Spanish? Maybe Dawson speaks Spanish and not Peraza speaks English. And the 0-1, that's going to be a grounder to second, and he bounces off his chest, recovers, and 3 away. And gives up a walk, but once again works around it and rather quickly. And we will go to the 4th inning. Did throw a game high 12 pitches that inning, though. He is at 31. I have this old pink uniform. That's a bright pink one, no? I think the new ones are more of a soft pink. more of a this color pink. I'm sure there will be a long line. I'm sure they'll sell out online in 3 seconds. Seamus, it's actually difficult to get it inside Korea too, if that makes you feel any better whatsoever. Welcome, Marlon. Welcome. All right, Jesus, 58 pitches through the first 3 innings, facing Kim Kang-min. Has slowly cut down his pitch count, is 24, 18, 16. Hopefully it goes back up. And that's in there for a strike. 0-2. So obviously I am a New Era fan, and so since Hanwha had the New Era, it swings through and another strikeouts for Kim Kang. So I have this. I have the New Era bucket hats. All of those are New Era hats back there. Why can't you watch the game? And Peraza steps in and fouls that straight back. That haircut. And ooh, that just misses at the bottom of the zone. Yeah, you have any questions? Ask away. I will try my best. And a big swing and a miss there. Really? Alrighty. And the 1-2 fouls. That's one back and out of play. The thing about Seamus is, the thing I don't like about Samsung and about Kiwoom is, like, you can't buy the on-field authentic stuff. Like, they don't sell, like, you can't buy the Nike stuff. You can't buy the Under Armour stuff. Those are player-only stuff. As that's one that misses way outside. 2-2. All right. Wonder if did they sell out yesterday? They had to have sold out yesterday. No, they did not sell out yesterday. And 2-2 fouls that one away on pitch number 67 for Jesus. Marlon, are you a Kiwoom fan, a Hanwha fan, or a KBO fan? And that's going to be a chopper, shortstop over, grabs it, quick throw, and 2 away. He rushed that throw, I think. Rushed it, almost pulled the first baseman off the bag. Not sure why he rushed that so much. All right, An Shi-hong, he has the lone Hanwha hit on the day, 1 for 1. And that's in the dirt, and then flipped way away. And that's misses just outside. right, the 2-0 pitch. And that is in there for a strike. He jumps way out of the way, and it's in the strike zone. All right, the 2-1 pitch coming up from DeJesus. And that's in there for a strike. 2-2. DeJesus, 4 or 5 strikeouts already on the day. Hit it out of the infield. That's an excellent idea, and he did not listen. Well, technically, that is outside of the square. That is the new sketchbook. Latest fad is telling the pitcher to throw it inside the square, and DeJesus, pitch number 17 of the inning coming up now. 24, 18, 16, and now 17 in the dirt, and that's going to be another full count. So Iwan Suk started off the game with 9 pitch at bats, a full count strikeouts. On Chihong here. And another foul. He is like, come on, man. What is the deal? An Chihong hitting 647 this month with 1 home run. That was yesterday's back-to-back job with Peraza. I believe that's might be the first back-to-back home runs that Hanwha has hit on the season. And lifts that one up. Second baseman giving chase under it. And 3 away. Another 1-2-3 inning, but that was a long 1-2-3 inning again. As we go to the bottom of the 4th. DeJesus is running that pitch count up there. 77 pitches, as that was another 19 pitch inning. 77 pitches through 4 innings for him. DeJesus. Barria, 31 pitches through 3 innings for him. Both of them 1 hit and 1 walk given up. Quite the pitcher's duel for a lovely battle for the bottom. Elsewhere around the league, Kia losing to LG. Lotte up 2-0 on SSG. Who's pitching for Lotte? Barnes made his return today. He's already got 5 strikeouts through 3 innings. And Samsung up 6-1 against NC. See when Samsung's new foreigner comes in. Ruben something, I don't know what is. I couldn't translate his last name. Ruben something. Apparently he is a home run hitting outfielder, as what I read was I believe is minor leagues. He hits at least 20 home runs a season. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th here. Barria 1 strikeout on the day, and he will start with the ever dangerous Kim Sung, making his last season in the KBO before he heads to the MLB. And that's in there for a strike. I don't know how Kiwoom does it. 5 is going to be 5 MLB guys since I moved here a decade ago. And here's the 0-1. That's in the dirt. 1-1. Needless to say, their development is pretty good. And that's upstairs. 2-1. Barria has ran into some issues in the last few games around this time. Fourth inning, opponents are hitting 300 against them. As that's fouled away. 2-2. Basically hits 300 anywhere except the up and in and up and away. And it's still there. He's hitting 350. Got a little bit of flow going there at the back of the helmet. And fouls that one away. Interesting that he's wearing a New Balance handguard, even though Nike is the official sponsor of uniforms for Kiwoom. All right, 2-2 pitch. And it reaches out and gets that. An Ji-hong scoops, throws quickly, and 1 away. Gotta move quickly, especially that right side of the Hanwha defensive setup is not pretty. An Ji-hong at second, obviously a downgrade in defense compared to either Ito Yoon or Moon Hyun Bin or even Mookie. And then over in right, you got Kim Tae-yeon, who is obviously a very, very, very bad right fielder. I don't know why he's playing right instead of Chaeun Sung, who is a outfielder. But what do I know? Again, what do I know? Nothing. Nothing. And the 0-1 pitch. And that's outside. 1-1. Sung Sung Moon grounded out to the third baseman in the first at-bats. Average dropped down to 349 on this season. I believe Kiss Sung Moon was his nickname for the All-Star game, as that is lined straight into right field. And they have their second hit of the day. And that's going to bring up Che Ju-won. Right down the old middle. All right, Che, look at that, just dripping in sweat. Che Ju-won looks at strike one. Che Ju-won lined out to the first baseman in his first at-bats. How about a line out to the first baseman in your second at-bats? And then he can step on first and end the fourth inning. Skies, that's one shortstop going back under its 2 away. All right, now stepping up, Lee Hyung-jong. A right fielder, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeouts. That's right, he is the owner of the K, and that's a big swing as he drops down to one knee. 253 on the season. All right, the 0-1 pitch. That's low. 1-1. We are absolutely cruising through this game as we are just over the 1 hour mark. And that's outside. 2-1. Probably shouldn't have said anything because you know what that means. It'll be like hitting rush hour traffic in Seoul. And that's going to be a chopper ground ball to the third baseman and another error. All right, well, inning still goes. Swing and a miss. Kim Jae-hyun 0 for 1 on the day, lined out to the second baseman in his one and only at bats. We will see yesterday 3-3 tie and the 8th inning error on the third baseman, which would have been the fourth out or third out, ended up being the game winners. We'll see if Kiwoom can replicate that. And that's in the dirt. 2-1. So instead of a 15-pitch inning, he's now at 18 pitches. We'll see how this works. I don't know what that sign means. And that's going to be another. Hey, he didn't have an error that time. All right. Single and an error, but they get out of it. That'll take us to the 5th inning. Still 0-0. Only four extra pitches. So instead of 15, throws 19 and puts him at 50 through 4 innings. But completely different story on the other side. He was at 58 2 innings ago. There's 77 pitches going into the 5th inning for DeJesus. Just giving up that one single to An Chi-hong back in the start the 2nd inning. It's 1-2-3 or 1-2-3 and 3 or 1-2-3 innings. Chae Sung will lead things off for Hanwha. He's 0 for July and 0 for Kiwoom this season. Last at bat, he did get a walk, which was the first time he has been on base against Kiwoom all season long. We'll see if he can get a hit this time and raise that average out of 0. And that's in the dirts. 1-0. Captain's hitting 228 on the season, which is slightly better than what he hit in the second half of last year. And that's going to be a 5-3. Putouts. And his 0 for Kiwoom continues. Yeah. All right, Kim Tae-yeon, you don't have to bunt this time. You can just swing. And there's a strike at the bottom of the zone. Kim Tae-yeon struck out in his first at-bat. This is exactly what you expect after you have to attempt to bunt with first and second, nobody out, and then suddenly you have to swing. And that's going to be a single up the middle. That's what happens when you let the guy hitting 340 or 304 swing the bats. It's an amazing concept. The guy that leads most of your team in batting average gets a hit when he gets to swing. Crazy. All right, EJ Wan grounded into a 4-6-3 double play to end the second inning. Steps in. And that's going to be a single into center field. Kim Tae-yeon rounds second and heads to third base. Runners on first and third with 1 out. Two straight singles, and Hanwha is threatening. As we head, next up is the third baseman, who would love to atone for his error. And we will have a pinch hitter, or sorry, a pinch runner, as they attempt to stay out of the double play. So Lee Sang-hyuk will come in to run. I'm not going to change it because he's not going to be in there long, but Lee Sang-hyuk on first base. Number 65 with the Duff Donut sliding glove. And yeah, well, this guy's up. And it's a strike on the outside corner. A squeeze play, not a suicide squeeze play, luckily. A safety squeeze. Again, very important to play for 1 run in the 5th inning. Oh, yeah. I don't know why they reviewed it. Like, there was... All right, Ito Yoon, you gotta save the day. And that'll do it. Diving and misses it, and that's gonna be 1 run in. 2 runs in, and there you go. But you're out at third, and okay, I was making sure he wasn't hurt. And Lee Do-yoon comes up with the huge 2 outs, 2 RBI double to save that inning. And again, like I said, anytime first and second no outs, awful, but any other thing is A-OK in terms of scoring some runs. So the 2 RBI double there from Lee Do-yoon tries to go to third on the throw home, but is out by a ton. But comes through to save the day after the third baseman failed at his job again, like he does every single time. But 2 runs against DeJesus is fantastic for Hanwha. As in the 2 games that he's played against Hanwha earlier, he's given up 3 runs total. So the fact that they got 2 runs already, fabulous. Probably not the best dive. Again, right fielder is not a good defender at all. Any good right fielder would have made that catch. But Hanwha will take it. And that's in there for a strike. Huge moments. Really just, again, if they first and second, nobody out, they hit into a 4-6-3. First and third with 1 out and play at the plate. But right there is a single, and yeah. All right, Jang Jae-young will step into the box now. He's 0 for 0 on the day with a walk. As we're moving to the number 9 hitter in the league, or in the spots. Yeah, Jae Jae-hoon behind the plates now. And that's in there for a strike. 1-1. So Barria is not the pitch count is perfectly fine, fantastic for right now. 54 pitches, 55 coming up. It's more again the long length of time that he's out there, as that's when lifted foul 1 and 2. He only had 1 starts back in the U.S. and I couldn't find a lot of the stuff, but I'm guessing that he had 1 start before he came to Korea. They're kind of like, okay, we're going to throw you out there for a start. And has worked his way up, but you know, he's still not going from a reliever to a starter at the beginning of the season is one thing, but to go from a reliever to a starter in the middle of a season is a completely different thing. Is 2-2 count here. So again, once Barria gets to 60, 70 pitches, he really starts to run out of gas. His arm just isn't quite built up to the 80 to 90, as that's misses outside. Full count here. So that's one thing that's I've never heard one announcer talk about. I've never heard anybody talk about the fact that even though he is a starter, he doesn't have really I don't feel like he has the arm strength to go 80, 90 pitches. As check over it first. Big spots here. And a big strikeout there. He needed that. That is the one guy that he needed to strike out, because now they're flipping the lineup back over Lee Ju-hyung, Dawson, Kim Hae-sung, Sung Moon. A very, very difficult 1, 2, 3, 4 to get through, especially the third time, is that swing and a miss there, 0-1. .279 on the season after his 0 for 2 so far. Grounded out to second to start the game, and then flew out to left. The sliding grab by Iwan Suk back in the third inning. And that's in there for a strike. 0-2 on the inside. All right, the 0-2, go after him. And a big swing and a miss. I like to see it. Too much dancing around the strike zone on Hanwha's team. 0-2 pitch, go after him. Quit this dancing around trying to get him to chase off the plate crap. Because Dawson now stepping in. He can hit a few homers. He's got 10 on the season. Not a huge home run threat here, but always a doubles threat, which would score 1. As he sends that one into the gap. Iwan Suk over, jumps and catches. Another fabulous play by Iwan Suk in left to save another hit. And Hanwha will go to the break up 2-0. I will be back. Refill your beverages and come back for the last 4 innings. Alrighty, we're back. 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be lined into the gap. And Iwan Suk has a leadoff single. All right, Kim Kong Min now stepping in. He's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. The song that makes you want to fall asleep. Another bunt. I love bunting, 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 bunting. Very important to bunt when you're up 2-0. And the throw over, Iwan Suk slides back in. And again, there's zero statistical evidence that anybody who bunts with a runner on first and no outs, every statistic shows that people who bunt with runner on first don't belong in a dugout. They don't even belong in T-ball. Because they have absolutely no idea what the hell they're doing. There is not one situation anywhere in the world with a DH that has any benefit of bunting a runner from first to second, because you still have to have a hit. Welcome, Alan. No, I was not at the game. Sorry, I'm still mesmerized by the fact that this manager is even allowed to smell a baseball stadium. I was pretty sure that this manager actually, there was a restraining order where he wasn't allowed 500 feet within a stadium, but apparently not. No, I did not stream yesterday because of the rain in the morning. It's very difficult for me to ride my motorcycle in the morning to work, which means it's difficult for me to get back in time. So I whenever it rains hard in the morning, I basically can't stream because I can't get home in time. And that misses 1-1. It's actually an away game. Oh my god, I just can't believe. That's the type of thing that ruins a game. That is literally the type of thing that turns a game completely around and ruins any sort of momentum that a team could possibly have. All right, so we head to the bottom of the sixth. Kim A-sung will lead things off for Kiwoom. Jesus should be done, I would imagine. That's 94 for pitches for him. Maybe they'll have him come back out. I mean, he's thrown 7 pitches and 10 pitches in the last 2 innings. They could have him come out, throw 110 or so. He has a full week of rest. Barria still out there for Hanwha. So Kim A-sung leads things off. He's been off the base pass, a fly out to center, and then that's going to be a ground ball shorts over and 1 away. Very well positioned right behind the bag. And here comes Sung Moon. He is the his defense really the throw out on the Kim Tae-yeon at home, and then just now that throw, as that's upstairs, the throw to second to get the lead runner on that stupid bunt, and he's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a ground out to his counterpart over at third base. Swings and pops that one to foul. 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch, 1 ounce, 351 on the season for Sung Moon, and that's way upstairs. 2-1. All right, once again the 2-1 pitch. That's low, 3-1. All right, the 3-1 pitch. That misses, ball 4. And again, this is kind of where I was talking about. He's at 68 pitches now. A little mound visit here. All right, this big swing and a miss as that pitch falls down at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Chejuan hitting 222 on the season, lined out to the first baseman, and then popped up to the shortstop. He does have some pop in the bats for the old man, though. As that catches the outside corner. 0-2. Also strikes out quite a bit. Jejuan, 60 hits on the season, 53 strikeouts. 10th in the league in 10th in the league in double plays hit into. And that's not going to be a double play as the third baseman gives chase, but that's into the Hanwha cheer section, and it will stay 0-2. And that's going to be a ground ball up the middle, grabs it, throws, and that's why he is number 10 in the league in hit into double plays with the 6-4-3 double play. And we will go to the 7th inning, Hanwha with the 2-0 lead. All right, Jusung will come out for Kiwoom to relieve DeJesus. DeJesus, 6 innings pitched, gives up 2 runs, but he is in line for the loss. Jusung. Barria, 6 innings pitched, only 3 runs, 73 pitches through the 6 innings. So All right, top of the 7th, Cheon Song still looking for his first hit against Kiwoom on the season. Now would be the time to get it, to put some pressure on Jusung-woo. And that is a strike one. Average down to 227 now on this season. And fouls that one, 0-2. Right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's way outside, 1-2. And the 1-2, swing and a miss. Can we please stop with the Cheon Song experiment? Please give him tomorrow off. All right, Kim Tae-yeon, 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout, a single, thrown out at home on swamped by the third baseman. 1-2. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Cheon Song. And lifts that one up into no man's land. Shortstop back, second. And Dawson drops it as Kim Tae-yeon hustling is in there. And I believe that will go as a hit as Dawson was on his horse. Just horrible communication out there between Kiwoom. That's why they're in last right there. No communication whatsoever. Glad to see him hustling. Dawson does call it, but just goes off the edge of his glove. It'll be interesting. Do they give him an error on that? Nope, they give him a double. All right, well, Shea Jae-hoon steps in. Shea Jae-hoon, 271 on the season, has yet to have an at-bat yet today. And that's a strike on the outside. Dawson had to kind of hold up a second as the shortstop dove. Again, just bad defensive, fundamentals. It's the KBO, and there he goes. Just right on cue as he takes another one to the back. I don't know how he does it. As he takes... Like he doesn't set up inside. Like he's not crowding the plate. That was just a bad pitch. All right, well, that'll bring up the guy that hit into the 5-2 putouts. Poor man. All right, third baseman stepping in, 0 for 2 on the day. And lifts that one to right field. Coming in and grabs it. No, John Jin Hyuk is took over at second base. I can't wait for him to be gone next year. I can't wait for him to be gone next year. He is so awful. So John Jin Hyuk looks like he took over for Kim Tae-yeon over at second base. Iwan Suk now stepping in. It looks like he's working on his golf swing, maybe? Do exactly what you did last time, sir. 2 outs, runner on first and second, Lee Do-yoon. Oh my god, yeah. So runners on first and second, runners on first and second. He's only hitting 389. If there was less than 2 outs, definitely would probably be bunting him. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that's outside, 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch to the man that is responsible for the 2 runs already. Hanwha has scored with 2 outs. And that's gonna score another one. John Jin Hyuk rounding third. He will come home. The throw awful. Lee Do-yoon single-handedly making sure that Hanwha puts enough runs on. Well, I saw he had 5 Ks through 3 innings. Lee Do-yoon 2 for 3 now. All 3 RBIs for Hanwha. Oops. I thought Choi Jae-hoon went to third, but apparently not. All right, Iwan Suk now stepping in. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a single in his last at-bat, which was last inning. Swings and fouls that one off. 0-1. Iwan Suk has played outstanding defense and a single. And that's misses wide, 1-1. Barria looks like he is done for the day. He's still holding his glove. And Barria only 73 pitches, so and 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be a line shot to right. Che Jae-hoon, they will hold him up as he definitely should not be running. Base is loaded now for Kim Kong-min, as he gets his second hit in 2 straight innings. All the people that are surprised that he got a... Yeah, it was between him and Yochinski, the former Nexen and Kiwoom pitcher, but they were running into some visa issues for him. That's why they went with the whatever his name is, Soaki, or I can't remember his name. All right, Kim Kong-min bunted into a 5-6 put out last at bat. He's 0 for 3 on the day, 258 now on the season, 2 strikeouts. Looks at ball 1, 1-0. All right, to the 1-0, and that's way outside. 2-0. That fly ball that wasn't quite caught by Dawson is coming back to haunt them. All right, the 2-0 pitch misses upstairs. 3-0, just missed. And that is outside, ball 4, and he will take his base, and in comes run number 4 for Hanwha as he walks in run number 4. All right, that's going to bring up Peraza. But not till we get a pitching change. All right. Jo Young Gun will come in. Eduardo, are you a Kiwoom fan? So that means Kiwoom has to, or Hanwha has to lose by less, or wait, does that mean Kiwoom has to win by 2 or more? Or Hanwha has to win by 2 or more? I never understand this bets. I'm not a betting man. Barria. Yeah, Hanwha facing a lefty. He only gave up 2 runs. So Kiwoom Hello, Luke. So Kiwoom has to win by 3. So now they need 7. Now it needs to be 4-7. All right. right, Peraza stepping in. He is 0 for 3 on the day. Over 3 with a fly out to center, a fly out to right, and then a 6-3 ground out. Oh, definitely not. Especially since you'll be into the Hanwha bullpen. As long as, you know, Ju Hyun Song closing is very, very good, but it's the other guys that are sketchy. All right, here comes the first pitch to Peraza. That's ball 1. Oh, Peraza averaged down to 311 on the day. All right, the 1-0. That's popped up. Third baseman given chase, but that's out of play. 1-1. No, it's still 4-0. Peraza, 273 on the season with the bases loaded. He was really, really struggling at the beginning of the season. Peraza does have 3 home runs against Hanwha, or against Kiwoom, as that's in the dirts, 2-1. All right, the 2-1 pitch coming up to Peraza. 311, 273 runners or bases loaded on the season. Looking, believe, for his first grand slam of the year, as that's inside. Ball 3, 3-1. I love when they come in and immediately walk another guy. All right, the 3-1 sets up on the outside and rips that foul, and that'll bring the count full. 3-2. This is the pitch. This will decide if the game is pretty much over or if all right, the 3-2 pitch coming up. Sets up right down the middle, and that misses way inside. And Hanwha, another RBI off of a walk. And An Ji-hong will now step in as he looks to pretty much put the game away. Well, sorry. I would have taken the same thing you took. I can't believe that they were given. But anyway, An Ji-hong 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Looks at strike 1 down the old middle. Hanwha has 2 wins against foreign lefties on the season. One against Benjamin right before he went on the DL, and one right after Benjamin got back from the DL. Both of those, as An Ji-hong grounds ball, shortstop throws, and Hanwha bats around and adds 3 more courtesy of a 2-out single, and 2 2-out bases loaded walks. Hello. KBO. KBO at its finest. Will Barria come back out is the question. Again, he's only thrown 73 pitches. 10, 9, 12, 19, 12, and 11. So outside of a 19 pitch inning, courtesy of the error on the third baseman, he really hasn't thrown too many innings. He's obviously just sat for 30 minutes there. Will they bring him back out? They can't trust the bullpen. You know, if they figure they can get 7 innings out of him, that would be even better. Alright, so we should be coming back. Again, they haven't announced anything. And he's back out there for another inning. This is huge. He is going to face the 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters, though. Lee Hyung-jung 0 for 2 on the day. That misses outside. Umpire makes sure that Barria knows that he's got to watch. Lee Hyung-jung reached on an error in his last at-bat. That pitch was nowhere near any strike zone in the league. So Jang Jin-hyuk is now in right field for Kim Tae-yeon as he took over and stayed in. Much more solid defense in the outfield now. Jang Jin-hyuk in right, Kim Kang-min in center, and Lee Won-suk over in left. And that's going to be a liner caught by the third baseman. That is the third liner by the infield, not to mention the 2 great running catches by Lee Won-suk in left. All right. Got a pinch hitter here, Byun Sang-gwan. Fouls. That's 1-1. Byun Sang-gwan. And that's lifted into left. Lee Won-suk under and 2 away. Out comes the pitching coach, as that should be it for him, maybe. 80 pitches. And 6.2 innings, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 hits, and he leads with a 5-0 lead. So Kim Tae-jin will step in for Kiwoom, left-handed hitter. So obviously they're going to bring in a left-handed arm. Who they bring in? Lee Min-woo. They won't bring in a left-handed arm. They'll bring in a righty. But I do like the fact that they took him out after 80 pitches. Again, as much as they want to make him a big-time starter, he just does not have the arm strength to do so yet. So Iminu will come out now onto the mound and try to do much better than he has. He has been very streaky in terms of this season. Last game against KT, he faced 3 batters, gave up 3 hits and 1 run. Before that, though, he 4 straight outings of no runs. Don't know if they'll go to Han Sung-hyuk as he pitched in yesterday's game. So Iminu, number 4 pitcher on Hanwha's staff as far as WAR. All right, Kim Tae-jin singled in his last at-bats, 1 for 2 on the day, and looks at strike 1. Han Sung-hyuk, 15 pitches yesterday, so possibly. And a swing and a miss, 0-2. All right, the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be a single up the middle. How is he wearing a jacket, a coat? All right, Jang Jae-young. Jang Jae-young 0 for 1 on the day. Walked in his first at-bat, struck out in his last at-bats. And pinch hitter. Im Byung-wook will pinch hit here. And the 1-0 make it 2-0. Im Byung-wook 257 on the season. And a big swing there, 2-1. He is 2 for 4 in his career against Iminu. Iminu, former Kia Tiger. And the 2-1 pitch lifts that one up. Shortstop running over, giving chase, puts his arm out, and 3 away. Total? Sure. Yeah, but Seamus, a lot of that, though, Hanwha too. Hanwha had some solid defensive plays, but also, you know, the solid play by Sung Sung Moon over at third with the throw home, and then also the throw to second on that stupid bunt. So they played well, but yeah, I mean, Kiwoom, you know, when you walk 2 runs in with the bases loaded, obviously that's a huge issue. But yeah, I mean, they just haven't really looked good. All right, we'll have a new pitcher for Kiwoom. Maybe if they ever tell me who's coming in. So Moon Sung Hyun will be on the mound. Chan Sung, 0 for 2 on the day. Does have a walk. Kiwoom Pak Soo Jung they'll have a few substitutions. Kim Gun-hee will take over in the 6th spot and behind home plate. Sorry, we're trying to get this. One and one count here. And finally lifted that one, and there we go. His first hit of the season against Kiwoom, and makes it 6. I hope you took that, Marlon. And there's a single up the middle by John Jin Hyuk. As I'm still trying to get at the rest of this. Number 7 hitter. All right, Che Jae-hoon took one in the ribs in his first at-bat. All right, there we go. Got that stuff switched and moved around. And the 1-0 upstairs, 2-0. All right, let's hurry up and get this game over with. Old man is falling asleep behind the home plate again. Oh, there he goes. He's awake. Is that just in time to see that pitch outside? 3-0. All right, here comes the 3-0 pitch. Runner on first. Already 1 run, no outs. That's right down the middle. 3-1. Fix my chair again. Come back in frame. All right, the 3-1 pitch. And lifted second baseman under it's 1 away. All right, that's going to bring up the third baseman. He's 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout, a 5-2 putout, and a flyout to right. Ball 1. He does have an error, though, so make sure that he's definitely getting on the stat sheet. Scored a run after he failed to drive in a run over from third. And way upstairs, 2-0. And a 3-0. And I believe that might have been a hit by pitch. Should have hit him harder. Ball 4 no matter what, but I believe caught his uniform there. All right, that's going to bring up Ido Yoon, definitely the hero of the day. Double, 2 RBI double, a single and an RBI in his last at-bats, 2 for 3, but there's only 1 out, so who knows? As that's inside, 1-0. Average up to 281 now. He has been struggling a lot. He really has been struggling on the road also. So for him to be able to come through in very important parts of the game is huge. Because that's one also misses. 2-0. Four straight pitches for a ball, and then 2 straight pitches here. And the 2-0 pitch, that's inside, 3-0. 7 straight balls. Ball 7. Ball 7. Ball 7. And ball 8. Ball 8. Ball 8. Why do baseball players wear shoes that look like basketball shoes? as the pitching coach will make his way on. And that will be it for him. He gives up a homer, a single, loads the bases. And yeah. Hanwha has the top of the lineup coming up. And I will be right back. We should be coming back here. On the mound now for Kiwoom Heroes. All right, bases loaded. Leadoff batter Iwan Suk stepping in, 2 for 4 on the day with 2 singles in his last 2 at bats, and first pitch swing, and that's going to be a 6-4 out. Runner scores, and that'll be 7-0. Here you go, Marlon. Next up, Kim Kong-min. He's 0 for 3. Does have a walk and an RBI. Kim Ji-yul used to be, or Yang Ji-yul used to be Yang Gi-hyun. And that's 2-0. Kim Kong-min. That'll be lifted into center field, and he'll go 0 for 4 on the day. But that's another run. Oops. I put one of those runs in the 8th. We're not even in the 8th yet. Oh, we are in the 8th. I put one of them in the 7th. Let's fix that, shall we? Oh, wrong. No, I don't have 8-9. Please ignore that. All right. We will head to the bottom of the 8th. Hanwha with a nice 7-0 lead. Comfortable 7-0 lead. Will they leave Emin out? He did throw 7 pitches last inning. Got to leave him out. Just run him a little bit. And then bring in Kim Saw-hyun in the 9th to finish out the game. As long as they don't give up any runs here. Nope. Kim Gyu-yeon will come in for Hanwha. Lee Ju-hyung leads things off for Kiwoom, top of the lineup. We will see how this goes. First pitch swinging, that's going to be a fly ball to center field. 1 away. All right, Dawson 1 for 3 on the day. Led off with his first at bat with a single, then ground ball to second and a fly out to left. And 1-1. With that 1 for 3, he averaged down to 357, but he does take over from Kim Hae-sung, the WAR lead for Kiwoom. And that's going to be lifted and foul. 1-2. Gave her a ride, but just foul. Lotte blazing through today. Barnes returns back, 77 pitches, 6 innings, 2 hits, 9 strikeouts. And Dawson sends that one into center for his second hit of the day. We do have 1 out, sorry about that. All right. Kim Hae-sung steps in now 0 for 3 on the day. It is very, very difficult to get him 0 for on the day. So, very important here to get him out. And then from there, you're pretty set. As that's one misses upstairs. 1-0. Dawson does have, I believe, 2 stolen bases on the season. Obviously, you wouldn't be running here in a 7-0 game. Even, well, he might go as Chan-sung is not holding him. As that is ripped foul, 1-1. Kim Hae-sung 0 for 3 today, 0 for 4 yesterday. Did have an RBI though. So 0 for 7 since his All-Star appearance. And ripped foul as the Ball boy down the right field line will field that one in 1-2. And that's going to be a 6-3 double play. And 0 for 4 again for Kim A-sung. And Hanwha will head to the 9th inning up 7. Double play, double play, double play. That is 2 double plays that they have hit into. Not to mention Hanwha has hit into one themselves. All right, Peraza will lead things off for Hanwha. Looking to get a couple more runs for Marlin over there. Hanwha, if they can hold on to this lead, will guarantee that they will not fall into last place in this series, as they do have a few percentage points over Kiwoom. Hey, you know how it is. Because, I mean, Hanwha and Kiwoom last year both had the same amount of wins. The difference was Hanwha tied a couple more games. Kiwoom and Hanwha this year both have 36 wins. The difference is Hanwha has played 1 more game but has 2 more ties. Not in the KBO, man. Way outside. So, a few changes around somewhere in there. I'm not going to mess with it for obvious reasons. If they come out to bat, I will maybe change something. 2-0. Barria 0 for 3 on the day. Also, just like his center field counterparts, does have a walk and an RBI. And the 2-0 pitch, big swing on ball 3. 2-1. And did he hold up? He did. 3-1 on ball 4. All right, Peraza, you can have some music again. All right, the 3-2 pitch to Peraza, and that is crushed. Foul. That is out of the seats, but 3-2. All right, the 3-2 pitch coming up. Full counts. Top of the 9th. List that's one. The center fielder given right at the warning track. 1 away. So Peraza starts the game with a fly ball to center field at the track and ends his batting and his game with a fly ball to the center fielder at the warning track. Assuming he doesn't get another at-bat, he is the DH, so he won't be playing the field. An Ji-hung steps in, 1 for 4 on this evening. And that's way up and in. Oh, 1-0. Singled in his first at-bat and popped up to the second baseman, then flew out to left and ground out 6-3 in his last at-bat. And looks at ball 2-0. An Ji-hung, average sitting at 288. Very, very streaky hitter. Playing second base today. And that's going to be hits number 2. May be it for him, as Moon Yun Bin probably coming in to run, or Wang Young Mook. Wang Young Mook comes in to run for An Ji-hung. Not going to change it again, because I just end up having to change it all over tomorrow, or later on tonight. Che Eun-sung steps in. He finally got his first hit of the season against Kiwoom last inning. He hit a home run. That's not a bad way to get off the old schneid. And 1-0. And that's going to be a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. We will head to the bottom of the 9th. We will see, does Hanwha bring in their closer to secure the 7-run lead, or do they gut it out with somebody else? Will they bring in the closer in a 7-run lead? It has happened before. Alright, looks like Jang Yu-hyun will get his first taste of the KBO this year, as he is in for Che Jae-hoon over in alright, so we should be back. Nope, we got a lefty coming in now. Jo Dong-wook, which leaves me, who's the number 5 starter? Jo Dong-wook out on the mound now. I really... So, again, Jo Dong-wook coming out. The rookie, he was a starter for a while, didn't pitch awful, but you know, he only has 3 pitches, so he was struggling to go deep into games. So we'll see how all of this works as Jang Yu-hyun back behind the dish for Hanwha. As first pitch in there for a strike. So again, I'm not going to change the Wang Young Mook thing because he won't be there tomorrow, as that's in there for a strike. 0-2, Sung Sung Moon. 1 for 2 on the day with a single, a walk, 5-3 ground outs. Solid defense, but nothing else. As that's low, 1-0. Sorry, 1-2. And that's going to be a grounder. Wang Young Mook, the throw across his body in time. That's a play that doesn't get made if he's not in there. And 1 away. All right, Cheju Wan now stepping in 0 for 3 with a liner to the first baseman, a 6-4-3 ground out, and then fouls that one off of his leg. And lifts that one into left. The jump up against the wall, but it's not enough as he strolls into second. Ay, ay, ay. All right, Hanwha trying to preserve the shutout. Now, Kim Gun-hee, 299 on the season, his first at-bat of the day. And that's ball 1. And that is foul down the line. Ball boy making the play, 1-1. All right, Kim Gun-hee, the 1-1, and a big swing and a miss, 1-2. Jo Dong-wook, his very first game was actually a win against Kiwoom. That's way outside. 2-2. So in that game, he threw 6 innings of 3-hit ball, gave up 1 unearned run. And a big swing and a miss. And they are 1 out away from guaranteeing that they won't be in last by the end of this series. And that is going to bring up Park Soo-jung for his first at-bat Pak Soo-jong, 197 on the season. A very rough-looking swing there, 0-1. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. 3 away. And Hanwha gets the 7-0 win. And more importantly, they get a win against a left-handed foreigner. All right, Hanwha gets the win, 7-0. Glad to see that they get the win against Kiwoom. Again, Kiwoom is, like, no doubt the worst team in the league. So DeJesus against Hanwha before today was 2-0. Barria has not pitched well in his last few games. Pitched well today, gets the win. DeJesus takes the loss. Barria, 6.2 innings, 80 pitches. I do like the fact that Hanwha's pitching coach, Hanwha's manager, whoever made the decision, at 80 pitches, they're like, okay, you're done. Again, they've been trying to make him a 100-pitch starter, and he's not. He's not going to tell you that he's done, but you should definitely be able to tell that he's done. 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Then the bullpen did their job. Iminu came in. Each of the 3 guys from the bullpen all gave up a hit, but nothing too worried. DeJesus, 6 innings, 94 pitches, 5 hits, 2 runs. Pitches gets the quality start, but takes the loss. It happens. So their bullpen ran into some big issues with the walks. Hanwha ends up with 6 walks on the day, and 2 of those walks were for runs. So Lee Do-yoon, big 2-out hits, a 2-out RBI, or 2-out 2 RBI double, and then a 2-out RBI single. And then from then, that's when the game got out of hand with another single and a couple of walks with the bases loaded. Chae-sung finally got a hit against Kiwoom on the season, a home run. Very important for him to get a hit. The 2-3 hitters for Hanwha, though. 2 walks and 2 RBIs, but other than that, 0 for 4. Not pretty at all. So again, the 2, 3, 5 hitters, Kim Kang-min, Peraza, and Chae-sung. 1 hit, that was the home run way late in the game when the game was pretty much already decided, and made it 6-0. Other than that, Kim Kang-min, 2 strikeouts, a awful bunt that luckily didn't hurt Hanwha. The game wasn't close enough. Again, I don't know why they were bunting with a 2-0 lead anyway. But Hanwha gets the win. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow for the old rubber match. Until then.